showers of flaming cats from 6 p.m. to 8 a.m. For our next news report, we seem to have another exciting report from our team of time travel experts here at the studio back to the past. Let's see what they have in mind for us. Stephanie?
It sure is nice to be back. We have altered and fixed our time machine since the last time we used it, so we are now fully operational to go to another exciting era in history, the French Revolution. Well, it looks like our time travel machine is fired up and ready to go. See you back in time. Seems like we have arrived safely right outside of Paris on July 14, 1789. Wow, look at all the destruction going on over here. If our database is correct, that appears to be the original Bastille being destroyed by the third class of people. Let's see if we can get a closer look. Look! Let's see if we can get some information on this fellow Frenchman. Sir, what is going on here?
We're all gathered here to destroy the king's beloved Bastille.
Why is everyone doing this, sir?
We're all sick of how our country's being run. We want change. We want a revolution.
So what exactly do you plan on getting out of this?
We're getting weaponry to defend ourselves against the king and his armies.
So what time do you plan on?
Oh, God!
Oh, no! This is way too dangerous. I gotta go!
The storming of the Bastille occurred in Paris on the night of July 14, 1789. The medieval fortress and prison in Paris, known as the Bastille, represented royal authority in the center of Paris. Though the prison only contained 7 inmates at the time of the raid, the storming of the Bastille was the climax of the French Revolution, and would later become an icon of the Republic. This event is celebrated on July 14th and is known as Bastille Day.
We have finally arrived in the grand city of Paris. Since we cannot be seen riding our time travel machine, we hid it safely outside of town. Just shortly after I arrived, I found that people were reading this very interesting newspaper. Let's see what it says.
Quite an interesting newspaper, huh? Yeah.
Wow! Sir, who are you?
My name is Sidney Carter. Pleasure to meet you.
So I see this newspaper is everywhere. What is it all about? Will you be so kind to answer some of my questions?
Okay.
What is this newspaper?
It's the L'Ami du People, or the Friend of the People.
What is it about?
To me, it's basically like a Bible to the revolutionaries of this time.
Do you agree with what it's saying?
No, I don't, because I just feel that it's just propaganda, and it's just pointless because there's a bunch of executions being done all day.
Do you agree with this revolution?
Well, because the people here are being treated wrongly, like my friend Dr. Manetz, and he was in prison for 18 years, so I am kind of against the revolution.
That's very interesting. Thank you.
Whatever.
Wow, there's a lot of shouting going on over there. Let's investigate on what that's about.
It is a very bloody scene. There is a huge towering blade suspended in the air. People all around are dancing and cheering, like if this act was some kind of celebration. There is a line of people in the front, heading for a date with the guillotine. There is a bloody basket on the other side of the blade, along with a pile of beheaded corpses. A reporter looks around and finds that there is an elderly woman standing on the stage, shouting to the crowd.
It looks like the National Razor is at work today. I can see thousands of people waiting to be executed. I'm going to see if I can get an interview with someone that is leading this. Excuse me, ma'am. Could you, step over here? Excuse me, ma'am. Could I ask you some questions?
Sure, I'm tired of all the screaming. I've done today, but it's okay. What are these questions about, young lady?
I was just wondering what you were doing here today. Why all the executions?
Well, it's the French Revolution. We, the people of France, want equal power and government to fit us. The people who are killed today were traitors of the change.
How do you determine who is a traitor in the society?
I go by the death list that's published.
What is this death list?
I have a copy right here.
Very interesting.
This newspaper is very popular in these times and is written by Jean-Paul Marat. He's a very good writer. We could also tell who's a traitor right now. I admire him greatly from his words and actions.
Very interesting. Do you know where I can find this Jean-Paul guy?
You can find him at his house right now if you hurry, since he's a very busy man. There are people who say he has a rare skin condition, and during his time of the day, he takes medicinal baths. I'm not sure this is true or not, but you can still stop by his house.
Well, thank you. Very nice interviewing you. See you later. Well, it looks like what Madame Defarge said was true. I am here at Jean-Paul Marat's home, where he is, of course, taking his medicinal bath of the day. According to the database, Jean-Paul Marat uses this time to come up with ideas for his newspaper. Let's begin our interview.
Come in.
Hello, Jean-Paul.
Well, hello, young lady.
I was just wondering if you could tell me a little more about your newspaper you're writing here.
The Friend of the People. It is my work of art. It's the light in this revolution.
So I see you have an article of traitors in this society. You are condemning them to get the guillotine? How do you determine this?
I find and see traders everywhere. I listen, I see, and sometimes it just comes to me. It's not good for the people of France to live in a country full of traitors.
What do you wish to achieve in killing people?
Fear among the people in power. If France wants freedom, we must have more heads chopped off. We must get rid of those traitors.
So, how do you think...
A visitor? That's unexpected. Quick, go ahead in the closet.
What have you done here? Off to the guillotine!
Marat was in his bathtub on July 13th when Charlotte Corday appeared at his flat claiming to have vital information. Marat asked her to enter, and the interview began. During that moment, she got up and drew a kitchen knife and drove it into Marat's chest. Charlotte Corday was guillotined on July 17, 1793, for the murder. During her 4-day trial, she testified that she had killed one man to save 100,000.
Oh my gosh, Charlotte just got executed. Oh no.
It's hard, isn't it, to see what the chaos can do to you.
Yes, I agree. This terror is getting too out of hand. What do you think will happen next?
Worse things. In my opinion, there will always be a Marat in our society. The killing will never end, and it will eat the very people who created it. That might come far along in the revolution.
I see. Well, it was very nice meeting you, Mr. Carton, but it seems that I must go back to my future.
Good luck with that, young lady. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Well, once again, we need to return back to our time period in order to restore the space-time continuum. We all have learned some very important perspectives on the French Revolution and even witnessed some horrible events. Till next time!
Very, very interesting report from our time travel experts, Back to the Past. Be sure to tune in next week for a new Back to the Past news report. Goodbye.